Hello and welcome back to Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. I hope I find you well. A little update of what's been going on lately. Some of these videos are using all our Wi-Fi. We get 1 GB a month, and once that gets used up, then we have to wait to the next month, which is the 4th of May when it starts, which is why you've got a video now. Anyway, what you see here is that we are one of the first people to start planting rice. Our land, as you have already seen in the past, has been prepared by the tractor, and Chai is actually walking around and he's actually throwing the rice seed. As I said, we are one of the first people to actually go and do this. This is on Auntie's land. This is not our land, this is Auntie's land. Auntie's house is up there in the corner. You can see the blue. And Chai has literally walked from one end of her land to the other end. This is our rice. We can plant it and we will get the crop at the end of it. But talking about Auntie's land, this is how her house is progressing. They've actually came and measured up for all the windows and doors, and they got a few little bits wrong, but this is Thailand. But as you can see, they're now starting to put in windows and doors, and once those go in, you probably know yourselves that once they start closing things off, it does change a lot. Now, going back to the rice, after Chai put all the seed in, we went over on the tractor and we put all the rice seed underground. It sort of spreads it, and we did it just in time simply because the rain came, and boy did it rain. We've been praying for rain because it's been so hot in Thailand. You might have seen on some of the other videos that it's broken all records. They've never had temperatures like this ever. It's been 44 in some areas, but we've definitely had 40 and 41 and 42. Anyway, you can see that once the rain comes, the soil actually changes completely. What we've just walked over is the concrete that we had laid, which was left over from Auntie's house, so we don't actually have to get out the car and stand in the mud. It's really strange soil. This is ideal for growing rice, but it's like sand. It's like walking on the beach after the tide's gone out and it's all soft, you know, when your shoes or your feet sink into the sand. Well, that's how this is. There's nothing solid under there at all. It's just grains of sand. But it does hold the water. It's really strange. This is the lady in the village. This is her land that you're looking at. She hasn't even had her land ploughed yet, ready for rice. But you can see the water standing. So as I say, we are well advanced in everybody else by getting rice in, and we've gambled a little bit because obviously rice needs rain, and boy did it rain. As I said, we had thunderstorms. You could actually see the lightning coming down and hitting the ground in the distance. It was really different, and for the first time really that you'd be moaning that we're in the open air, and then of course once the rain comes and the wind comes, it makes it different again. Everything was wet, the bedding was wet, we were wet as the wind blew it all in. But you know, we all knew this, or I knew this when I came to Thailand, so this is nothing new to me. I've been coming to this part of Thailand now for 4 years, so I knew exactly what it was going to be doing. Anyways, I walked down, this is our main road by the way, and once it gets wet you can have serious problems sometimes getting in and out. They tell us that we are going to get a proper road around our land, and but it's not going to happen for 2 more years. Anyways, you can see this is what it holds water. Now this is grass, and you can see some cows actually in there. An update on the cows, we now have 3 cows pregnant, and we've given sperm to another 8. So cows will be coming from all sorts of sides and directions in the next 8 months or so. Anyway, as we walk down the main road, what I'm going to show you is what we've been doing, because we planted this grass and we needed this grass to grow, because once the rice is actually out on all this land here, and it grows, that these cows who are free range, they're just wandering around all over the place. They won't be able to do that. Everything's locked up and shut up, so that's why you need the rice. That's why you need the grass to actually feed the cows in the future. And as you can see, when the land was all levelled, we then sort of put it into sections, and the sections have now got 3, maybe 4 parts of it with grass in it, which is growing. Anyway, as I say, I'm carrying walking down the road, and you can see that the bottom end of our land has still got it's bare basically. It's actually on the right hand side here. You can see well, I think I'm just showing you how much this land actually holds water. Anyway, this is our land here, and you can see that it's all been levelled out, and it's all been put into sections, and gradually we will put more grass into that, so all that will become grass, and it will look something like that in the future. Now you've got to be careful these days, because by that fence I suddenly noticed that there was this. Now I've looked him up since to see what he was, and I've got 2 ideas. One, I'm told he's a viper, and then I'm told he's also just a harmless little thing that eats flies and rodents, but I didn't get too close to find out. Yeah, you've got to be careful, because you know he can suddenly appear. The other thing that's been happening is that I've spent some money, and we've had a new electric system put in. We were having problems with the old system, especially when the rains come, because there's solar panels on the old system, which is round the corner here. The solar panels weren't so efficient on sort of cloudy days. This is the old system. So we've upgraded, probably about 5,000–6,000 English pounds it's done, but we've now got plug sockets all over the place. We now can use the washing machine without having to turn the generator on, and the good news is that we'll be able to have a shower with hot water, because officially you've got the fan running, and you've got the water cooler, and you've got the fridge all running on the new system now. So that's basically it really. Not too long, but as I say, some of these videos are now taking up too long and taking up a lot of our Wi-Fi. So I hope you find it interesting. I hope you're all well, and this has been Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. I'll catch you again soon, people. Bye bye.